and welcome back to our blind first playthrough of Dragon Age Inquisition. And last time, went into the war room, talked with Morrigan, met her son. Craziness. I just love it. So, I think we still have, actually, when I'm recording this, some things still going on in the war room. So, I think we need to head out and have an adventure. Now, the last place we were actually at was the Western Approach. We could head back there and get some things done right now, but I don't think I want to do that. So, I think it's time. I feel like we're getting there. We've done a bunch of story missions now. Courteous is in the Arbor Wilds, so we're going to have to head down there and try to figure out what's going on. But I've had these things on the map forever. We now have Disaster in the Deep Roads, or Investigate the Frostback Basin. Now, oh man, both are intriguing to me.
Any clues to his next move?
Some, but not enough for us to go on just yet.
He's in the Arbor Wilds and he's looking for an Illuvian. Fine. I think we're going to investigate this because we are Power 8, suggested level 20. We're there. To Ambassador Josephine Montelier. Thank you so much for your earlier correspondence. I confess it's been difficult to get those in Orlais to take the discovery seriously in light of recent events, but I am positive that scouting the Frostback Basin will yield historic discoveries beneficial to both the academic field and the Inquisition. As a staunch supporter, I am honored to be working in such great company on this historic occasion. Yours most sincerely, Professor Bram Kenrick, University of Orlais. Now, I don't know what this is. The University of Orlais has vouched for Professor Kenrick. If he says there is something worthwhile in the Frostback Basin, we should investigate. Well, let's investigate.
With rifts contained in the area, we can send in smaller groups to offer relief.
I agree. Are you well?
A headache, nothing more.
You're my headache. We've scouted the region and set up camp. Professor Kenrick has the scouts gathering anything they can find. So far, we've uncovered a lot of very old buckles. Hopefully, this yields something more exciting. Anyone who comes here should be ready for hostile wildlife and angry Avar. This place is dangerous. Scout Harding. Let's go. We like danger. Now, where are we going? Who do we like? You know, hold on. Why? Can I just not take Blackwall? Did he leave us? I have to go talk to Blackwall. So as soon as we finish this, let's go. Dorian, Cassandra, Barrick. All right.
Good to see you again, Inquisitor.
Cool.
Allow me to introduce Professor Bram Kenrick. He's the reason we're out here.
A pleasure to meet you, Your Worship.
Professor Kenrick teaches at the University of Orlais.
I came on an exchange program from Starkhaven. While in Val Royeaux, I've found something incredible. After 800 years, we may be able to determine the final resting place of the last Inquisitor.
Oh, that's crazy. And who was that?
I'm afraid I'm a little behind on my studies.
Inquisitor Emeridon stepped down shortly before the Nevarran Accord brought the Seekers of Truth into the Chantry. He hunted demons, dragons, and dangerous apostates in a time before Templars even existed.
I'm all for history if it means tracking down the equipment of a famous demon hunter.
Cool. This is a good cause. Loot sounds good. Let's get to work. Let's get to work.
How can we help you find Inquisitor Emeridon's resting place?
Your scouts have gathered artifacts from the area. They may help us discover what Inquisitor Emeridon was doing.
I have news as well. We've encountered hostile Avar to the north. They call themselves the Jaws of Hakon. There's also an Avar hold to the east. Unlike the Jaws of Hakon, they've been friendly so far.
The Jaws of Hakon?
They're hostile Avar who attack any Inquisition agents or researchers who get close. We've sent soldiers for defense, but the Hakonites are cunning, merciless, and know the basin better than we do. I'm afraid our men will not be able to hold out long.
Well, first of all, Harding.
I thought we could catch up.
Ewok Village. Wait, is there more here? Yeah, where'd you learn to fight?
They say you grew up in a village. Where did you learn how to fight? Draw a bow, all that.
Here and there. You pick things up as a little dwarf girl in a village filled with piggish Ferelden boys.
Sure you
I'm
do.
no artist with a blade. I just know what hurts and what takes them down quick. Bruised a shin or two in my day, and a few, you know, other things.
Oh, sure.
And archery? Oh, there was a traveling hunter who set me up with my first bow and taught me the basics. After that, I practiced on my own. On squirrels, mostly. Oh, and Heinrich from next door, but only with padded arrows.
Poor squirrel. Thoughts on the Avar around
What do
here?
you think about the Avar?
Avar.
When I was a little girl, a lady in our village used to tell me Avar tales. Being able to see their lives up close, it's nothing like I thought. They're very tall, aren't they? I was considering a proposal for Commander Cullen. Avar allies with dwarven archers astride their shoulders. They'd be unstoppable.
Dwarven archers, all right. How's your family? Just out of the blue. Let's just get into
I
that.
hear you have family in Ferelden.
Yes, my mother and father. I insisted they moved to Denerim once I signed up with the Inquisition. Ambassador Montillier tells me I should invite them to Skyhold. She thinks they'd be proud of me. But after Haven, I just can't, you know?
Right.
It's not that I don't trust you or our soldiers. It's just, I just want them to be safe. And if that means they don't get to see things firsthand, that's okay. My mother likes writing letters anyway.
Right on. Yeah, weird. Yeah, after so many people died there, it's like, stay away from me, actually. Unless they could die away from her, too. That's a tricky one. Let's just go in order. Here we
Have
go.
you spoken to Kenrick much?
A bit. He's quite nice, isn't he? And clever. Really loves his books. I said hello one day while he had his nose buried in a giant tome. His shriek was a winner. I can't stop doing it now. It's too funny.
Okay. I'm noticing her clothes there. I'm wondering how she's walking with that big thing down in front of her lap. Let's see here. Tell me about the base.
How do you like the Frostback Basin?
It's lovely, isn't it? At least until you step in a pile of bogfisher poo. The stuff's vile. It makes great fuel for starting fires, though, if you can tolerate the smell. Ugh. I might suggest that to the commander. It could be great for sieges.
Right on. That would be cruel. Cullen's too boring. Wait, I think we're referring to something different now. Wait, good idea. No, that's it. Good idea. Fine.
That's a brilliant idea. I'll endorse it.
Yeah.
Wonderful. I'll write it up as soon as I get back to Skyhold.
Whatever you say, Harding. You're our boss. Your thoughts about our fight?
What are your thoughts about our progress against Courteous?
We're getting close. It feels like we're on the right track, doesn't it? Everyone working together against a common goal. It feels good.
Okay, well,
We'll
I'm glad
continue
that
this
you...
another time.
Safe travels.
I'm glad she's happy. 1 of 6 camps established. Oh my god, guys. Well, this place is massive, so we'll be here for a while. Maybe we'll jump back and forth, too, and do some different stuff. Let's check our map here. Actually, wait, why is everybody's health down? Why is everybody's health down? Doesn't seem like it makes any sense. Okay. From when? Okay, okay. Let's check out our map here. Oh, okay. Well, there's 6 camps. They're all really close by. So to the east, they said, is the Allies. I would almost rather do that. Let's go test ourselves against this rift, maybe over here, though. If it's close by. That was just west of us. Let's head on out. Neat. Discovered the basin floor. Wait, unless, you know, I got my scale all messed up. No, we're not too bad. We have a new plant here? No. Speak with, where's Professor Kenrick? Damn it. Oh, he's way up there. Okay. That's awesome. Yeah, I think we're going to work to the east first to try to find allies, I believe. Although it's telling us to speak to the professor, but come on, dude. Alright, well, after we get up close here... Oh, he got us. He nailed us. Alright, dude. What are these? What the hell is that? That's a wraith. Did it disappear and it's coming right for us? Yeah, who's this? Over here. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Let's pop him. Let's see here. This is a Fearling. Spirit vulnerability. Sure, but it doesn't say that anything else is wrong. So. Alright. Come on, fool. Get out of here, you little bug. We're gonna have some codex after this too, I'm sure. Some new things. We're not even close on this Fade Rift. I have considered too, we're playing on hard, we're playing with trials on, we're playing leveled. I might be done with this. Like seriously, if we're gonna get to the hardest parts of the game and I'm gonna keep dying over and over and over and over. After I'm 120 hours into this game, I think we might just be going more for story and having fun and melting through some people, so. I'm not guaranteeing that yet, but let's see here. Let's get that one. Where's Dorian at again? Let's see. Well, if he doesn't want any, we won't give it to him. Oh, some asshole hit me right from behind, huh? Damn. Because at this rate, what do we have, another 100 hours? I mean, between we get... Now this place with 6 camps, all of the western approach. Let's get our boy. Damn. You know what? Like, jeez. The despair demon up there. We're getting there. I should be trying to disrupt in a minute. Let's put some on. Is this guy gonna keep hitting me? There we go. Where is he? Everybody's trying to hit him. There we go. I'm not ready to go down yet, I'm just saying, like. Alright, so we got that one. Boom. Rift in the floor, quest complete. All types of stuff for that, though. Fade touched Dawnstone. We need to go make some new stuff, too, at some point. I'm going to do an entire round. Let's see how far we can get into here before I go do it. Cool. This place is very pretty looking. Let's now check our quest map. Speak with... Yeah, let's go to him. I suppose let's talk to him, right? What was this one? Lead the charge. Yeah, and then let's see whatever he has to say to us. Come on, bro. Now, are there no shards in... I don't want to... Damn it, why did I hit a Tusket? Why did I hit a Tusket? That's not my intention. Is that our home? Or is that somebody else? How do we, disengage, fools? Let's try to... There we go. Oh, beautiful, though. But what's this? Okay. Keep hitting it. That's kind of up into our camp, I think. Let's go around this way. See if we can get a little banter going. Yeah, let's go for a nice stroll by the water. Cloud-capped lake. A little silverite, thank you. Oh, I almost forgot, right, of course. Oh, look at that. So pretty. Check our codex here. I feel like they just added this had we not gotten before the further details. Read on about Scout Harding. Slighter was ambushed and overwhelmed by bandits and might have died if not for the timely intervention of Lace Harding, who rescued Slider with 2 well-aimed stones from a sling. Her family Mabari ran off the remaining 3 bandits. Harding and Contessa, the Mabari, where's our Mabari? Escorted Slater back to the forward camp, followed by at a distance by the small herd of ambling sheep that belonged to a neighbor of the Harding family. Once there, she requested a map, which she proceeded to fill out with helpful details, most notably known bandit hideouts and ambush points. Map completed, Lace Harding took her sheep and returned home. We did not expect her to return the next morning, now outfitted with a small bow and leather jerkin, and absent 1 hound and a herd of sheep. Maps are all right, but nothing beats a guide, she said. That was a week ago. She's still here. I took the liberty of offering her a position as scout. Yours, Charter. Oh, the history of her. I love it. Love some Scout Harding. I want more. What do we got? Oh, Spindleweed, yeah. Sure. Okay, so... am I sure it's not in there? Is there another way in? Maybe I was wrong. Maybe that was all in camp, but I thought we had different ways out. Either way, it's nice to run around the place, kind of get our look on. I keep hitting that button for the map, because it's a map in almost every other game. And a basin floor back. Back to some good old exploring, huh? Look at them birds. Okay, we're back. What's up? Where'd you go? We should have just came and talked to him the first time, huh? For some reason, though, I felt like it was,
Kenrick was looking for this.
Henrik was looking for this. Well, go give it to him. What are you doing? Here we go. Oh, little lore. A battlefield note. A note affixed to a book entitled Sir Lothair Vernay Duret's Victory and Dominion. Lady Harding, I could use the opinion of an expert. Though impressive, the victory outlined on the marked page could not have been achieved as stated. Bram Kenrick. Sure it could, if you had enough apples, Harding. Okay. Harding's the pro, though, we're learning. A letter to Harding. My darling Lace. We gotta just start calling her Lace now. I hope this letter finds you healthy and happy. Last week I managed to barter for maps of Ferelden and Orlais from Huggen, the old soldier who rents the place on Mistress Johann's farm. You remember him, don't you? Quiet man, always smoking a pipe in his chair on the porch. He wasn't using the maps anymore, so I gave him some of my jam and patched his coat in exchange for them. Now, whenever you tell me about your travels, I'll be able to track wherever you've been. I'm astounded, my darling, when I look at the weave of dotted trails I've already marked out on my maps. Oh, the places your feet have touched. How far you've gone. My little Lace, I am so proud of you. When I was your age, I'd only ever gone as far as Lothering. My mother never left Redcliffe. She lived there and died there. And now here you are, flying so far with so much purpose. My mind can barely comprehend it, but my heart swells. I shan't take up too much of your time. I know how busy you are. I'm looking at the frostbacks on the map as I write this, because I know you will likely be at your skyhold. Please make sure to dress warmly. I have included the recipe for your favorite turnip goat stew, a taste of home to stave off the cold mountain airs. Kisses and hugs from me and your mother. Oh, that's so sweet. So this is all like a big love note to Harding. I'm down with it. That's not a bad thing. How else are we doing here? So, something interesting? No. Although, is this another reading? Did I just get that one? No, a neatly penned note. Professor Abram Kenrick. The requested supplies... Wait. Yeah, this is it. The requested supplies have been sent to your current location from the university, including additional ink, books on Ameridan, and 3 Divine Age buckles for purposes of comparison. And yes, upon your return, you may say I told you so in regards to my saying your collection was useless. Everything should arrive shortly after you. Of course, roads still aren't what they were. You know what? I hate these markers sometimes. Let's make sure we take it off. And those birds are insane. Okay, more reading. Property of Colette. Pages of neatly written, painstakingly detailed notes fill a well-worn journal. The notes break midway through for a list. Expedition to Frostback Basin. Preparations. Reread Finding Ameridan. Complete. Review notes on appropriate excavation methods. Complete. Practice categorization of minute material artifacts. Complete. Read Book of Frostback Basin. Practice camping. Reread an anatomy of various terrible beasts. Learn to fence. Cannot find willing instructor. Ask brothers for fencing defense lessons. Bad idea. Read book on survival and defense. Bring towels. Got it. A few idle swirls follow, along with a tiny sketch of an elf defending a stack of papers from various terrible beasts. The caption reads, Fieldwork. So, yeah, let's go. Let's meet this guy. Well, right. Well, we kind of just met Professor Kenrick, but... Anything else here? More reading. Yes, of course. I get it, but we're about to talk to the guy. Why can't he tell us what's going on? Inquisitor Ameridan. What is known about Inquisitor Ameridan would barely fill a page. He was a friend of Emperor Dracon. He was Inquisitor when the Seekers of Truth folded themselves into the Chantry as part of the Nevarran Accord, their order serving as precursor to the Order of Templars and the Circle of Magi. Shortly after the accord was signed between First Age 22 and First Age 24 Divine, Ameridan left his position and departed, never to be seen again. These facts alone are undisputed. Everything else is uncorroborated hearsay, broad speculation, or salacious rumor mongering. Ameridan did not willingly cede power. Dracon forced the Seekers of Truth to disband upon pain of death, then removed the Inquisitor rather than suffering rebellion in the new Chantry's ranks. Ameridan was forced to retire due to the still young Chantry's restrictions requiring celibacy, as he was involved in a relationship with a mysterious Lady Mage that the Chantry erased from history. Ameridan was a rowdy noble who cared more for raucous entertainment than for the Seekers. He held the position only because Dracon wanted a loyal friend commanding the order, and when the Seekers became part of the Chantry, Ameridan was free to retire to a life of hunting dragons and wenching. Any of these stories may be true, and without more evidence, we have little hope of ever reaching a clear determination. Nevertheless, I would offer a few notes that are often overlooked as scholars delve so deeply into their own historical specialities as to lose key context. Firstly, Emperor Dracon, rightly acknowledged as the man who molded the Chantry into the organization it is today, was a pious man, committed to spreading the chant of light and creating a world where magic and men were governed by Andrastian principles. All sources agree that Ameridan was a close friend of Dracon, and while it is certainly possible that Ameridan was more pragmatic than pious, it is highly unlikely that Dracon would have befriended a figure who was actively opposed to the Chantry, much less tolerated such a man holding a position of power in the growing Orlesian Empire. Secondly, Inquisitor Ameridan was universally acclaimed as a powerful combatant, regardless of his supposed faith or lack thereof. Rumor mongers suggested Ameridan was exiled ask us to believe that Emperor Dracon could see no use for a powerful warrior with years of command experience. Given that the Second Blight had been a fact of Orlesian life for more than 15 years at the time of Ameridan's disappearance, the Darkspawn pouring from the Anderfels into northern Orlais in growing numbers, it is frankly absurd to suggest Dracon would casually dispose of such a military asset. Without further evidence, we may never know more about Ameridan's departure. Nevertheless, I hope that we may eschew the currently popular cynicism, at least when obvious evidence against it is presented, to see that his disappearance must have had some other cause. From Finding Ameridan by Professor Bram Kenrick, Starkhaven University Press. That was a lot of lore, but that's okay. Good. We're going to find out what actually happened. Look at these walls. He's just... well, it's reusing some stuff, I think, but that's cool. Sketches. Alright. Alright. What's up, dude?
Scout Harding has an impressive team.
Lady Harding.
Her people brought back a number of artifacts.
Harding is a good scout. Hopefully safe artifacts. What have you found?
Have you been able to locate Inquisitor Ameridan's resting place?
If only it were that easy. After 800 years, we can't just look for tracks. Barring enchantment, cloth and leather will have long since rotted away. Only metal and stone remain recognizable. Complicating this are recent pieces the Avar left behind, and of course ancient pieces dating back to Tevinter. Fortunately, thanks to some period-specific buckling, I've been able to track our last Inquisitor.
The buckles comes back to the buckles. Yeah, I'm gonna ask that first.
You lost me at buckling.
He didn't, though. I
You'd
just
think
read it.
that a buckle was a buckle. But ever since people started belting on weapons, they've been adding bits.
Right.
One piece here has a dragon engraving. With the alloys of the metals used, it's clearly Tevinter. While this one uses a clasp that wasn't invented until the dawn of the Elysian Empire. And when it comes to historical research, you might say we have to buckle down.
No. Boo. Yeah. What about Tevinter?
You said there were pieces dating back to Tevinter?
Yes, while it's rare to see Tevinter ruins so far south, the Imperium once had an outpost of some sort here. They might have built it as a ritual site. I'm not sure what military value it could have. In any event, it's muddled up the research slightly, but I've accounted for it.
What do you have, Professor?
Everything so far points to the shore not far to the south. There was some sort of battle near the shoreline. They were in a hurry. The scouts reported an island near an Avar fishing camp, but the Avar won't say much about it.
Okay.
What makes you think the last Inquisitor was fighting?
There's a clasp here common to armor links. It's clearly torn. That only happens from a heavy shearing blow, like large claws or an axe. Then there's the dagger. Silverite, with a stylized dragon pommel and an inscription reading Courteous. That dagger had to be a gift from Courteous Dracon, first Emperor of Orlais. No one would just lose such a thing.
This is fun.
What can you tell me about the Avar fishing camp?
Not much. It's the friendly Avar, not these jaws of Hakon barbarians. According to the scouts, they wouldn't say much about the area. Likely a local superstition.
I'll find a way to that island and see if there's anything useful there.
Excellent. I'll continue to study what's been found. With luck, we'll both find some answers. Also, one of my research assistants, Colette, was investigating an old structure to the north. I'm not certain it's related to our investigation, but it couldn't hurt to check with her.
Oh god, I hope she's alive. That'd be good. Right, well, let's see. Oh, we completed that one. Very good. You know, I can't help it. Yeah, I want to go to our home. I want to go to the war table and find out what the hell's going on. Let's progress. We had so many missions over there. Since we're still in camp anyway, we'll just come back. Right. And I'm determined to go to the east there and try to find that camp and the other encampment of friendly Avar. But all right. No, your worship. No. Yeah, why did your worship? I'm the Inquisitor. They're calling me your worship. It's kind of weird. Let's tear down this chantry. Maybe. Let's see. I don't know. I'm playing with it all. I'm giving my opinion to the people who ask in it. Let's see here. Welcome all again. Is Morrigan involved? Morrigan's there all the time now. I love it. Okay, so we had this one got turned in. Annexing Kirkwall. That I was... Oh, there's something here. With our help, Guard Captain Aveline took care of Sebastian's forces. Leliana's spies say he has grown deeply impatient and is making plans to retreat. Cullen. The Knight's Second. Is that a shield? Or a helmet? I think it's a shield. We'll see. Stop the rumors. A dire act, a lesson learned by all. So cross us not in either deed or thought. Meriden. Oh, and we cut out the tongue. All right, great. Well, what else we got over here? Delicate negotiations. Whoever needs to be involved in that is busy. But what else could we do here? We have House Almaderis. Let's aid those impacted by the Civil War. The Imperial Army will aid the Inquisition's forces against Courteous, but they must also address lingering issues at home. Weaknesses in the Vale, no doubt heightened due to rifts, have resulted in demons on the road between Val Royeaux and Montsemard. This would demand a call to action at the best of times. Unfortunately, the increased number of travelers on the roads, merchants attempting to restore trade and displaced civilians returning home after the war, has made the situation worse. The head of the Imperial Army has requested assistance from the Inquisition in subduing this threat. Now, Leliana said, I doubt the army needs the assistance of a full complement of soldiers. My agents can scout the roads and divert travelers away from the worst areas. Or Cullen says, a chance to solidify our alliance and prove ourselves their equal. A joint venture will also increase our understanding of Imperial Army structure and tactics. Boom.
Inquisitor.
I thought so. Yeah, we can do that. It is in our interest. Just divert people away. Let's kill these things. Track spies in Val Royeaux. I think that's totally a Leliana one. Backseating. Our efforts paid off. The Venatori agents in Skyhold are reporting to handlers operating out of Val Royeaux. This may be our opportunity to follow the Venatori information network back to its source and kill the spider in its web. To that end, while I trace the flow of information, we must send Ben Hasrath and Inquisition operatives into Val Royeaux in sufficient strength so that when we locate the final hub of the Venatori spy network, we can eliminate its operatives with one decisive strike. Val Royeaux is flooded with bards, spies, and foreign dignitaries. Moving our people through such a busy area should not present a problem. Talus. And of course, you say, Leliana, if you wish, we can move a smaller group with more discretion. Do it.
Let's see what we have.
We're doing it. Okay, and we are out for a minute. Let's head back. What do you say, Morrigan? Nothing. Nothing yet. Perfect. Let us get our butts back to where is this place? Over here? Yeah, there we go. Frostback Basin. Man, cool. Let's do it. And I'm going to take the same crew because we didn't actually do anything. You know what? Hold on. Acquired greatest hits. Oh, that's a... I'll look at these items here in a minute, too. I don't drop them off. I have the best stuff. We'll try to re-equip people. But let's go see what the hell Blackwall is doing. Yeah, we got an exclamation point here. I'm like...
Courteous is taking the lot of them apart.
Oh, no. What's going on here? What?
The spy master has confirmed it. Blackwall is gone.
He must have his reasons. Find him. Gone where?
Go on. Leliana knows where he is, doesn't she? She knows everything.
She doesn't know everything, yet. Sister Leliana had us search the warden's quarters. Not much to find, except this. It was missing from last week's reports. I don't know what Blackwall's interest in this particular matter is, but it could be a good place to start.
Oh no. A crumpled report, a crumpled sheet of paper. It looks like it was removed from a recent report to Sister Leliana. Lieutenant Cyril Mornay, one of the soldiers responsible for the Callier massacre of 9th Age 37, was captured in Leeds. Like the others who were arrested for their involvement, Mornay insists that he did not know who he was assassinating, and that he was just following the orders of his captain. This captain, Thom Rainier, is still at large. Mornay is to be executed within the week in Val Royeaux. Well, let's find that. Revelations. Blackwall has left the Inquisition. Appears to have something to do with the impending execution of a man named Mornay, one of the soldiers responsible for the Callier massacre. Attend Mornay's execution. We're going. Sounds good. Now we just have to figure out where it is. Oh, in Val Royeaux. Sure. Ooh, let's go. Can we take... We can't take Blackwall. Let's see here. Who would we take? I say we just take our crew. Can't think. An execution. Solus, Iron Bull. And... Nah, we take Cassandra. Let's just go. All right. What's happening? See it.
Cyril Mornay, for your crimes against the Empire of Orlais. For the murders of General Vincent Callier, Lady Laurette Callier, their 4 children, and their retainers. You are sentenced to be hanged from the neck until dead. Do you have anything to say in your defense? Very well.
Well, this is grim.
Hell yeah. I'm glad I brought Vera.
Proceed.
Stop!
A Grey Warden.
This man is innocent of the crimes laid before him. Orders were given, and he followed them like any good soldier. He should not die for that mistake.
Wait,
Then find me the man who gave the order.
he killed the children?
Oh, shit. Blackwall! No, I am not Blackwall. I never was Blackwall. Warden Blackwall is dead, and has been for years. I assumed his name to hide like
he's
a
the guy.
coward from who I really am.
Wow.
You, after all this time.
It's over. I'm done hiding. I gave the order. The crime is mine. I am Thom Rainier.
Dun dun dun. That executioner face. Well, now what, though? What's the circumstances? Do we talk to him? We get any context? Speak to Ranier in his cell. Yeah, we're doing
I
that.
trust you've heard what befell Roderick at Haven.
I'm not entirely clear, actually. An army of some sort attacked?
So we're told. He died a hero, leading the people of Haven to safety through the mountains.
He did, actually.
Sweet Andraste guide his final rest.
No worries. Fine on that. What's up, Bailiff? What do you got to say?
Can you believe it? Thom Rainier himself.
Who? What do you know? Or, yeah.
You must know something about Ranier.
I know what everyone knows. He'll hang for the massacre of a noble and his family.
Where did they take the prisoner?
In the jail of the marketplace. If you've goodbyes to say them now. It's a damned mess, but believe you me, it'll be sorted out quick. Lots of people can't wait to see that man swing. Guess not.
Okay, yeah, I need to know what the hell. Because we just get the John Wick puppy killer thing. We had to have already read this. Hold on. Emperor Florian? Just making sure there's no new codex pop. Oh, damn it, there was. Weirdos. Let's see, Emperor Florian? We'll find it. Well, while we're at it, we had the Frostback Basin here I didn't get, which was Halvor often arrives around Wintersend, but given the recent weather, I hadn't looked for him, which is why his voice across the market took me by surprise. Lowlander, I was owed a drink on my next visit and supper, unless you were getting out of your wager. Maybe I was trying to get out of the bet, but I happily paid the bill at the inn that night. I asked Halvor where he'd last traveled, and he said he'd been trading with an Avar hold in Frostback Basin. Then he raised an eyebrow at the look on my face, so I described the stories Uncle told us as children, where brave expeditions get lost in places like the Western Approach, Nahashin Marshes, Frostback Basin. He laughed and admitted it could be a cruel place. He described thick forests, greater than any I've seen, I'm certain, and darkened swamps. His rule for traveling there seemed to boil down to be wary and alert because everything can kill you. The wildlife is violent, the cliffs are steep, and you must be mindful of the gods' wishes, here meaning his Avar gods. Of course, the hunting's good, the trade fair and the Avar hold impressive. But do people really disappear in the forest, I asked? Few lowlanders come through, not sure how many leave after. The last was a joke, but I won't be visiting that hold anytime soon. A letter from a Ferelden merchant to his cousin in Highever. And looks good, there's resources, we love it. I don't know what happened to that codex, if we just lost it because I was reading it. We'll look it up later. Or we won't. So, let's go... Well, I found it here, so we're just going to go with it. Grand Duke Florian was not supposed to ascend to the Orlesian throne. His elder brother, Emperor Judicael II, had 2 twin sons and thus a very secure line. Florian was free to pursue other interests, none of which revolved around the game. Indeed, the imperial court largely ignored him, and that was how he liked it. All that is recorded of that era is that he married, produced a single daughter, and afterwards showed little interest in her. An outbreak of the 100 Days cough in 8th Age 77, Blessed, changed his plans. Both of Judicael's sons perished, as did Florian's daughter. Racked by grief, Judicael lost interest in ruling, turning over all matters pertaining to the rebellion in Ferelden to his advisors and instead spending his time hunting in the country. While Judicael was thrown from his horse during a fox hunt in 8th Age 84 Blessed, Florian was suddenly vaulted into the throne. Famously, his response to the Chevaliers delivering the news at his estate is said to be, "This will not do at all." A private and somewhat eccentric man, Florian limited his appearances at court and dealt almost exclusively with members of his own family. He was extremely particular about his habit of dress and grooming, eschewing current fashions for the sake of comfort and refusing to wear cosmetics or powder of any kind due to an intense dislike of being dirty. Powerful and connected nobles who had served in the cabinet since his father's time were turned away in favor of his younger brother Renaud, his sister Melisande, and his cousins. Children were banned from the palace, and even the children of servants, with the exceptions of his nephew and nieces, who were tolerated only on the condition that they remain out of the emperor's sight. Regarding suggestions that Florian and his youngest cousin Megrin were lovers, the truth is uncertain. It was a relationship. If such a relationship existed, it was no doubt kept private due to Florian's aversion to public life and not from any fear of rumors. Such rumors, after all, were likely spread due to the emperor's refusal to sire another child and thus secure his line. Many believe this failing would eventually lead to civil war. The only real evidence of a relationship with Megrin is a loud and very public argument the two had prior to Megrin's appointment, or exile, as he saw it, to the throne of Ferelden. Megrin is said to have called Florian "my darling," and neither man chose to explain the argument later. Yeah, we read something about that, didn't we? Out there, in the tower, that one castle, or that was somebody else's relationship in Redcliffe. The predictions of civil war almost came to pass upon Florian's death in 9th Age 19 Dragon. With no clear heir, the throne eventually passed to the only daughter of Grand Duke Renaud, Celine, after a vicious struggle that threatened to consume the empire. From Emperors of Orlais by brother Harlan Ascari. Well, enough of that. Let's go. Can't help it though. We're lore heavy. We got to do the reading.
Gods will call to you. From their ancient prisons, they will sing.
Sure. What? La Pomme Via de Mort. The apples nearest the cafe are said to change their taste depending on whether one is walking toward or away from the gallows. And of course they do. For taste is subject to the whims of the heart, and no meal is favored after tears. But dare it anyway, for none know the taste of joy such as we who do not shy from experience.
Dragons with wicked eyes and wicked hearts.
And when it all cleared, she was still in charge. So what was the point?
You would not believe the number of alliances shattered and broken that night.
Sounds like a wash.
Oh, it seems so. And I've decided to go a different way entirely.
Is that good?
We shall see.
Yeah, about Celine and everything that went down.
A full retreat, it sounds like, from the game that you helped build.
I would argue, if I thought it would penetrate that skull of yours. Suffice to say, I found a better way.
Ancestors. What better way could you find in that sea of prancing sods?
It is quite simple. I have committed everything to the Inquisition.
That is sounding better and better.
Ooh. Because we're more secure, huh? All right, let's hit the prison and see what's going on. What? No reading right away? I don't believe it. Hold on. Oh, we're not down here yet. There we go. What is up? Explain yourself, fool.
A
took the
didn't
black,
take
though.
Blackwall's life. I traded his death.
Hmm.
He
In what
wanted
way?
me for the Wardens, but there was an ambush. Darkspawn. He was killed. I took his name to stop the world from losing a good man. But a good man, the man he was, wouldn't have let another die in his place.
Is he not a warden then? Did he not even take the drink? And dying makes up for it. What you did was brave. You really killed those people? Hold on.
Was the bailiff telling the truth? Did you really do those things?
Yes, I did. It's all true. It's time we all took a good look at who I really am.
Don't you understand? I gave the order to kill Lord Callier, his entourage, and I lied to my men about what they were doing.
Why?
When it came to light, I ran. Those men, my men, paid for my treason while I was pretending to be a better man. This is what I am. A murderer, a traitor, a monster.
You're more than that. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced yet. I'm not going to say you're more than that, but hold on.
Would a monster have given himself up? Somewhere along the line, you stopped pretending.
I don't... Discuss the situation with Cullen.
Yes?
I need to know more here. Who's...
I need to know about Blackwall. The real Blackwall.
We met in a tavern when I was on the run. I was nothing, a waste of life. But he wanted to recruit me. We headed to Val for the joining. But Blackwall insisted on making a stop along the way. An old ruin from one of the previous blights. He said it led to the deep roads. I was to go down alone, find a darkspawn, and fill a vial with its blood. When I returned, I found the warden ambushed by more of the creatures. He took a blow for me. He shouldn't have died. It should have been me.
But, so, this guy's been lying to us the whole time, and he offers no help. He has no sixth sense when it comes to the Darkspawn, but he also couldn't be pulled by them. He sounds like a hero. Maybe he didn't think so. His death was your fault. Maybe he didn't think so.
Not saying I disagree, but Blackwall clearly thought you were worth saving.
Right.
No one should have died for me. He would have wanted me to carry on to Val I'm certain. But without Blackwall, there was no proof that I'd been recruited. That I didn't kill him. I couldn't go to the Wardens. But I couldn't just walk away. So, Ranier died. And Blackwall lived.
Weird. I want to know... Let's go through it. Just, who's Thom Rainier?
Who were you before this mess?
I was a captain in the Orlesian army. Well regarded, respected. But it wasn't enough. One mistake. One mistake and everything I worked for fell apart.
In what way?
The man on the gallows, Mornay. Who was he?
My second in command. He was a good man. When I heard he'd been caught, I was resolved to stop his execution. Couldn't let another die for my mistake.
I need to know the details of what you did. Who you killed. Why?
Right.
I betrayed the Empire and assassinated a general, Ulf Gold. The man was General Vincent Callier. My employer was a Chevalier, Robert Chapuis. Sir Robert believed that Grand Duke Gaspard was the rightful ruler of Orlais and would eventually take the throne. He thought that by eliminating one of Celine's loyal supporters, he might endear himself to the true Emperor. I can't say if Robert's plan would have worked. I didn't care. There was good coin offered, and I took it. By the time Sir Robert's involvement was uncovered, I was long gone. Of course, the Grand Duke disavowed any knowledge of the act and publicly condemned it. Robert killed himself. Poison in his wine. Another victim of the great game.
What did you tell your men? You murdered the Callier's family. Hold on.
Our reports say that Callier was with his family. You had them all slaughtered.
I didn't know Callier would be traveling with his family. I assumed only soldiers, armed guards. My men had been told to eliminate everyone. They'd seen war. They thought they were defending their country. No one likes to think about that. But it's names that carry power in this world. Bloodlines. Heirs. No matter how leaders like Celine or Gaspard pretend the game is played, that's how real war is waged.
Absolutely. Reminds me of another something that happened a long time ago with us. Only by cowards, you weren't at war. It shouldn't be that way. Man, you know, this is he's toast, man. It shouldn't be that way. That's idealistic. You weren't at war, so your stuff, yeah.
But you weren't at war. Not really.
We're always at
I've
war.
been on enough battlefields to know the same crime at the right time would have earned a medal. But that's what I did, and why I deserve to be here.
What did you tell your men?
You got your men to help you. What did you tell them?
They didn't know who they were attacking. I told them it was an important mission. They trusted me without question, just as your men trust you.
Okay, our cause is just. Armies need commanders. I'm not a traitor.
I'm not forcing my men to commit crimes.
I cannot argue with that.
I want to know something else.
There's another thing I'm still wondering.
Yes?
Nah, no, we're good for now.
That's all for now.
Okay, we gotta go discuss with Colin. Crazy, crazy. Is he here? Yeah.
I have Liliana's report on Thom Rainier.
Thank you. She had this report all along. She failed me.
Give me the overview.
Looks like our friend was once a respected captain in the Imperial Orlesian army. Before the Civil War, he was turned, persuaded to assassinate one of Celine's biggest supporters. He led a group of fiercely loyal men on this mission, and told them nothing of it. His men took the fall for him. A few lucky ones, like Mornay, managed to escape.
So everybody else died. Can we send him off to actually take the drink? You know what I mean? Like, whether it kills him or not, like, become a real Grey Warden? She had this report all along.
Let me guess. Our spy master had this lying around somewhere, didn't she?
It would have been difficult for anyone to connect Blackwall to Ranier. Even Liliana has something of a blind spot when it comes to wardens. What do we do now? Blackwall... Ranier has accepted his fate, but you don't have to. We have resources. If he's released to us, you may pass judgment on him yourself.
Leave him. I can't decide yet. Get him out. What would you do?
If it were up to you, what would happen?
What he did to the men under his command was unacceptable.
100%.
He betrayed their trust, betrayed ours. I despise him for it. And yet he fought as a warden, joined the Inquisition, gave his blood for our cause. And the moment he shakes off his past, he turns around and owns up to it. Why?
People change. You're impressed. It doesn't matter. You're impressed.
Some part of you is impressed by what he did, isn't it?
Saving Mornay the way he did took courage. I'll give him that. But I can't tell you what to do.
Leave him. I can't decide yet. Well, why wouldn't we decide? Just get him out. Hold on.
Have Ranier released to us.
We must move quickly. We can explore our options back at Skyhold.
Yeah, we can. That's what I'm thinking. Optional, order the advisors to find a way to release Ranier from prison. Let's go into our codex here. For delivery by Sister Liliana. Ranier was born in Markham, a city-state in the Free Marches. There is little information on his early life, but he was already a skilled warrior by the time he turned 18. Hoping to make his fortune, he joined the Grand Tourney, that great marcher contest of arms. He won the melee, proving himself and earning a substantial sum of gold. What happened to the coin Ranier won in the tourney is a mystery. 2 years later, he appears in Orlais, no richer than at 18. Still, he leveraged his abilities and lingering fame to gain a place in the Orlesian army. Ranier excelled as a soldier, rising through the ranks quickly to become a captain with a number of men under him. Ranier's men were fiercely loyal. Our sources believe that many would have gladly defied a higher command at his word. On the surface, Ranier safeguarded his men's interests, but further investigation reveals he was primarily concerned with his own advancement and profit. Ranier's desire to amass a fortune likely explains his involvement in the massacre of Lord Vincent Callier and his family. Our sources tell us that Ranier was approached by a chevalier, Sir Robert Chapuis. Sir Robert supported Grand Duke Gaspard's claim to the throne and wished to enter into his good graces by eliminating Lord Callier, one of Celine's staunchest allies. Chapuis hired Ranier to assassinate Callier and offered him a great deal of coin for it. We have no reason to believe his actions were politically motivated. In the spring of 9th Age 35, Lord Callier and his family were traveling to their summer home on Lake Celestine when their caravan was ambushed. It is unknown if Ranier realized that Callier would be traveling with his family. Ranier and his men slaughtered the Lord Callier and his entourage. They spared not even the children, all 4 under the age of 13. Well, they would have had claim to the lordships or whatever, or maybe the throne. It seems that none of Ranier's men were aware of the true reasons behind the Lord's killing. They simply followed Ranier's orders. Rumors of Ranier's connection to the murder began swirling through the upper ranks of the army and must have given him forewarning. He was gone when the guards came to arrest him. His men, however, were not so lucky. Almost all were charged with treason, save a few who managed to get away, and all killed. Thomas Rainier was labeled traitor and a criminal, but remained at large until now. Well, we need to get out of here. I think, do we have to go back to Skyhold here? Perfect. Let's hit it. Where's Skyhold? Skyhold. I'm going to talk to Leliana, actually. Okay, Leliana. Oh, what's going on here? What is going on?
A message from Divine Justinia.
Are you all right? I'm pretty sure she's dead. It's a trap.
That's a shock. You're all right reading it?
Thank you for the concern, Inquisitor. But I am. This message was written months, perhaps even years ago, to be delivered to me if she died. I've heard of such contingency plans. A sudden death often leaves loose ends. I'm to go to Valence, a small village on the waking sea. There is something hidden there.
Okay, why Valence?
Why hide things in Valence? What's so special about it?
Justinia was revered mother at the chantry there for many years before she became the Divine. It is a place that holds great meaning for her.
And what will you find?
Do you know what you're looking for?
The Divine was a powerful woman who used her position to obtain all sorts of things. Whatever she hid in Valence would very likely benefit the Inquisition and must be kept from falling into the wrong hands. If I'm lucky, she will have instructions for me.
I instruct you, she doesn't. Oh, what? Yeah. Whatever you need. So you want to leave? Whatever you need.
I'll help in whatever way I can.
Wonderful. I was hoping you would agree to come with me to Valence. One more thing. If what is hidden in Valence is as valuable as I think, we're not going to be the only ones looking for it. I shall meet you at the chantry in Valence. Try not to delay.
Is she not here then? Oh, she is. Join Leliana at the chantry in Valence.
I didn't get the chance to say so earlier, but welcome back to Skyhold. After that terrible journey through the Fade, it must feel good to stand on solid ground again. No.
I don't know, solid ground when you're lying to me about Blackwall and all that stuff. Yes, I'm glad it doesn't feel different. The Fade didn't scare me. Sure, it will be nice, yeah.
Thankful to be back. No one should enter the Fade physically.
And you've done it twice now. Shall I count you fortunate or unfortunate?
I'm not sure.
You seem to know a great many people.
I have made friends, and on occasion enemies. It's unavoidable.
Oh, tell me about Morrigan.
What do you know of Morrigan?
She's changed. She used to be so disagreeable, cruel. She said things just to hurt people.
Can't see her
Now
face.
the sharp edges have worn away. Perhaps it was Kieran. He seems so normal, like any other little boy. And so polite. Not that I was expecting anything else. I mean, never mind.
Oh, and she won't tell me this either. She
We can
knows
continue this conversation later.
something's going on.
You know where I am.
Right. We'll one more.
At your service, my lord.
Anything I should know?
Celine has cemented power in Orlais. Good, we need an ally like her.
Good.
At the moment, she's said to be rooting out the last of Gaspard's supporters. Once that is done, we will have a united Orlais behind the Inquisition.
Okay, carry on.
I'll leave you to your work.
Oh, I mean, we found out something interesting no matter what with that, but I guess we have to head to the war table. Talk to our advisors real quick. Let's do that. Oh, that's hold on. Revelation's optional. Order the advisors to find a way to release Ranier from prison. Is he... Didn't we just get him out? Or no, we have to... That's how we get him out. I just want to check our hold first.
No one to watch over, your worship. We either have many friends...
Okay, so we don't... Yeah, there's nobody there in our jail, so that's good. So let's just go hit this mission and see what it says. I think this is just to get him out so he can come back to Skyhold so we can judge his ass. And I wonder what options they'll give us for that. Welcome, welcome. Plus we had a couple turn-ins anyway here. So, let's see. Oh, and we're down here playing around the Frostbacks now. Aid those impacted by the Civil War, so a letter marked with a Chevalier's seal. It was an honor to fight alongside the soldiers of the Inquisition. The demons stood little chance. You run an impressive army, Commander. Nothing seals an alliance like the bonds formed in battle. May we find similar victories together in future. Chevalier Doucet or Ducat. And where was our next one? Oh, here we are. Thom Rainier's fate. If you think it worthwhile, we can have Thom Rainier, previously known as Blackwall, released from the Val Royeaux Prison in which he awaits justice. Keep in mind, Inquisitor, that he is wanted in Orlais for the massacre which claimed the lives of Lord Vincent Callier, general and staunch ally of Celine, and all of Callier's family. I leave this in your hands, Cullen. Does it matter who we choose here? So connections. I can request a special dispensation from the Orlesian throne, allowing Thom Rainier to be transferred to Inquisition custody. This may anger some, but after Hallam Sharal, they owe us a favor. Secrets. 2 problems, 1 solution. There was a traitor to our cause, a man similar in build and appearance to Rainier. We bind and gag him and have him take Rainier's place. He is condemned instead, and the world believes Rainier has paid his price. Forces. We can storm the prison with a small force and take Rainier into our custody, but Val Royeaux prison guards will oppose us. We should be prepared for casualties. I'm going for special dispensation. I don't even care if they don't like us. I don't want to lie on it. We're just asking. We'll make our thing. The dispensation came, a few questions asked. What passed in Hallam Sharal is fresh in their minds. Rainier awaits your judgment. Josephine. New area unlocked. What new... Okay, well maybe it's in our, on the map, right? So we will work on that. Let's pop out of here. And let's hit the map. Oh, sit in judgment. Judge the prisoner. That's right here. What was the new area unlocked? I mean, we have the Valence Cloister. Nothing else looks like it unlocked, so let's just go judge this fool. Judge Rainier at Skyhold. Awesome. Don't mind if we do. We got the throne for it. We got our outfit. We're all ready for judgment.
For judgment this day, Inquisitor, I must present Captain Thom Rainier, formerly known to us as Warden Blackwall. His crimes... Well, you are aware of his crimes. It was no small expense to bring him here, but the decision of what to do with him is now yours.
Oh, man. I hate to see you like this. No gratitude. I hate to see you like this. It sucks, man.
I didn't think this would be easy, but it's harder than I thought.
Another thing to regret. What did you have to do to release me?
Josephine called in a few favors. There are enough people out there who owe the Inquisition.
And what happens to the reputation the ambassador has so carefully cultivated? The world will learn how you've used your influence. They'll know the Inquisition is corrupt.
I had no choice. This will be forgotten. Your opinions don't matter.
Your opinions will no longer be considered. You've lost that privilege. I decide what becomes of you now.
And what becomes of me?
I own you. Your lie continues. Keep him in servitude. You're free if you atone. Nope. Give Ranier to the wardens once this is over. Once this is over? Free him to make amends for his crimes. I'm giving him to the wardens.
Blackwall intended you join the wardens. I will let them decide your fate. But only when Courteous is dead. For now, Thom Rainier, the Inquisition needs you.
Okay, fine. That's great.
As you command.
This is a chance to atone. Becoming a warden isn't mercy. If you die, good riddance. Becoming a warden isn't mercy.
I'm told not all survive the joining. And the life of a true warden is difficult.
If I die, it will be no less than I deserve. And if I live, I'll make it count. I am grateful for this, Inquisitor. And I will serve for as long as I can.
That's fine. I get it. That's fine. That's perfect. He was selected to join the Grey Wardens. He's supposed to be a Grey Warden. He's supposed to take the joining and risk his life drinking that crap. And either he dies or he's anchored into it for the rest of his life and having to serve that. And what better way? I mean, the right, like they were saying, like, he's a commander and stuff. The consequences of Blackwall's lie, operation available. Ooh. Okay, so let's do a bunch of these operations, and then maybe we're gonna get back over to the Frostback Basin. But let's find out, and let's do it all in the next episode.